Hello, everyone. Nate the Great Reviews is back with another one. So, I had a review of Days Gone originally on my channel, and I took it down because I didn't think I gave it a fair review, so I wanted to do another one. Long story short, I got this game on sale for $30 because I did not want to pay $80 for it, and thank God I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't like this game as much as I wanted to, but there are some positives, and we're going to start off with that first before we get to the negatives. So, the first thing I got to say is the characters, the Deacon, and a couple of other characters in Boozer, I really did like. I liked their chemistry, I liked their dialogue, and I liked how the characters were written. And I really liked the zombies. I liked the hordes. I somewhat liked the world around me, but I didn't find it too special. It was more of just forest. There wasn't like a lot of noticeable landmarks or anything that like stuck out. It just felt like a pretty empty forest. But I did like driving around on the bike, upgrading the bike and all that. It really did make you feel like you're out and you had to survive, and it really did feel like you're like scrounging for parts, looking for parts, and rebuilding your bike. And running out of gas kind of gets annoying, but I liked it because it made it realistic. Like you had to fill up your tank like, I don't know, like every half hour. That's not realistic in real life, but in the game that's what it felt like, and it felt like it suited the game, and it really brought more realism to the world. The other positive things, the graphics, the cutscenes are really good. I did have a couple of frame drops, but nothing that like it didn't crash my PS4 or anything, so it didn't bug me. But the cutscenes are really nice. The animations are nice. The facial expressions are really nice, and it is a good looking game. At the beginning at the launch, I remember how buggy it was. Like on YouTube, I saw a bunch of reviews, so I waited to buy it, and they patched it all up. I had a couple of bugs, but nothing game breaking that I can remember. I do remember getting just stuck and not being able to move, and I was gonna restart the PS4, but I got it fixed. Anyways, I think one more positive thing is the story. There is a good story in here, but unfortunately it kind of gets overshadowed by all the filler that's in here. If this game was trimmed down like a lot, like I'd honestly say 5 hours. This game did not need to be as long as it was. Like there's just so many filler missions that just overshadowed the story. And if they took those out and you look at this story on a piece of paper, it is pretty good. It's nothing special. Like it's something you haven't seen before, but it is good, and it is a bit emotional. Not 100%. I say like 60%. But unfortunately, you gotta start off with the negatives, and that like the filler really weighed down the story. Every time I was starting to get invested in the story, I just ended up having to go do a stupid run and get supplies and all that. And it wouldn't bug me if there was like one mission and then it would go back to the story. But like it completely takes out of the story because you got to do like 6, 7 filler missions, and then you do like a story, and then a real story mission with real cutscenes with characters that actually matter. Because there's a lot of characters in this game that do not matter. They get so much screen time, and I just did not care. I just kind of wanted to go back to Deacon and Boozer and Deacon's wife, because all of those 3 characters I really did enjoy. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but all of this, like, it's just, all this filler just overshadows the game. It just sucks. But anyways, the other thing I didn't really enjoy, I did like the zombies and killing the zombies. That's another positive thing. But I was expecting more hordes of zombies, and it doesn't like you really, really, really got to explore if you want to find them out in the wild. But like story wise, like the hordes don't come into like the very end of the game, which sucks because there's so much build up, and I wanted them to come at least in the middle. I know they wanted to make it special and build it up to the end, but since there's so many filler missions, and since the game's so long, it just takes so long. It wasn't even build up at that point. Like it just got a bit tedious. Like I just wanted to get down to the horde. And like I said, you really gotta like look for them, and when you're just free roaming and biking around. And I thought they would have a bigger part in the story, but unfortunately they don't. And there's like maybe 2 hordes that you fight, not even. I think just 1 near the end. But there's not much else to say about this game other than that. I did, like I said, scrounging for parts. I really liked it, putting parts on my bike. But like I said, there's a good story in here, and that is what kind of took me out of the game. Not having a good, like, it was an alright story, but the flow just wasn't there. I didn't finish this game, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got to the horde at the end, and then I just gave up because at that point I just didn't fucking care, and I just felt like I was wasting my time. So I just looked at the rest up on YouTube, and I just didn't even feel like it was worth the next like 3 hours to play through. There's just so many go here, go do this, and then you're done the mission. There's just nothing important to the story. And if this is an online game, I would understand, but this is a story-driven game, so that kind of sucked. I'm gonna give this bad boy I'll give it a 7, just because there is some positive things I did like about it, but unfortunately I don't see myself going back to play it again. I would and I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I don't know, everyone has different opinions, so if you like these type of open world games and you like those kind of missions where you're just going around and helping people out, because that is really what this whole game is, which I get when you're out and you're surviving out in a zombie apocalypse, you gotta go around and help people. I get it. You gotta form relationships, so you know, you can build a team and all that, and you can take on the hordes together, but it's just, it was too much of it. And that's what took me out of the story. Sorry to be a negative Nancy, guys, but I hope you like the review. I've been trying to get my Sleeping Dogs review out soon. I just want it to be really good, so I haven't done it yet. And tomorrow I will be reviewing the new episode of Titans. So thank you very much for all the support, everyone. And if you want, go buy this game. I'm not telling you not to, but it's just, I wouldn't say it's a waste of money, but probably save your money and wait till it goes on PlayStation Plus for free games of the month, because it did, and I missed out on it, and I ended up buying it, and it wasn't worth the money, really. Even though I gave it a 7, it's just not that fun to play. But thank you guys for the review, watching the review. Have a good night, everyone. Days Gone, PS4.